All right, guys. Hello, hello, hello. I am listening to angelic music, angelic healing music. Okay, yes, I am. It is really, really, really a good frequency. All right. So I wanted to do a Prince Harry and Meghan Markle Psychic Lovers reading. And I'm going to probably throw two different spreads for them. One is, it's called 11 Keys. And then this one, I'm just going to throw like a little preview reading, because this is kind of what I do whenever you contact me about readings for your own relationship. The reason why I wanted to do this reading is because there's a lot of controversy around this marriage, believe it or not, even though it's not controversial for people that aren't judgmental. Judgmental people are very, okay, people that are worried about other people's lives, people that are constantly, you know, in other people's business, or the people that are mainly, you know, very controversial about this. You know, they feel as though this woman should not be marrying this man for whatever reason. You know, the peanut gallery always has something to say. Okay. So I want to look at the marriage, because from what everybody says about the royals, you know, people, especially on YouTube, people say that they're reptilians, they eat people, they're evil, and they might be, you know, they might be. Hey, Roxy Bolt, how are you? They seem to be very happy to me, so I just wanted to look at the relationship. I am going to use the Witch's Tarot for this particular reading. And I'll probably throw my Legacy of the Divine cards. You know what is my newest favorite deck, guys, is the Law of Attraction Tarot deck. Okay, you can actually get any of these decks from me. It's just that they're not on the website yet. Okay. So Prince Harry has found his princess. Her name is Meghan Markle. She is so adorable. I think she's such a beautiful woman. And I think, you know, I'm hoping that I see good things for them. You know, I hope that they're not reptilian, because you know how they were. I mean, they were just saying that they were going to kill her. A lot of people were saying she's going to end up dead, like Princess Diana. Oh my goodness. And I don't want to say that. Rest in peace. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Roxy Bolt. All right. So I'm going to call to the spirits and spirit guides. Well, first of all, guys, let's do our divine prayers. I always do my divine prayers, guys. I, you know, do them when I come on here. A lot of people say that it's because I'm afraid or whatever. It's like, no. Has nothing to do with fear. Let's do our prayers. Okay. Which one do I want to use? Well, this isn't the... no, I don't want that one. Sorry, guys. Anyway, I'll just say it. Archangel Michael, we ask that you come upon us with your blue beam of protection and healing, and that you come and protect us, okay, from any evil spirits that may want to come in through this reading. Yeah, exactly. R. Harvey says, yes, we need extra protection for this reading. Yeah, they are very jealous. But you know what? I don't want to just sit up here and say that these people are evil, because I don't know these people. I can't. A lot of people are like, well, if you're psychic, you should be able to see them for who they are. And it's kind of like, I've seen some crazy. I have. I've seen some crazy stuff around those folks, but you just never know. You can't always judge a book by a cover. All right, so I'm going to call to the spirit guides and spirits. What do you want to tell us about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, or is it Markle? Okay, give me a significator for Prince Harry and one for Meghan. What is the current energies between the two of them? What are you seeing for the past? Okay, anything relevant that we should know from the past, and then future outcome. What are you seeing as an outcome of their marriage, or just an outcome in general? Not of their marriage. I may look that far ahead. We may be able to see that far ahead. It just depends, because sometimes they'll say, Okay, so that's enough. And I hate eating before I do a reading. Eating before you do a reading is equivalent to eating before you go swimming. I have a very, very, very hard time eating sometimes while I'm doing readings. All right, guys. Who does that look like to you? That looks a lot like Princess Diana. That Queen of Cups. Princess Diana was actually a Cancer, come to think of it. Anyway, the cards that I'm seeing now, I'm definitely in the past seeing that they are a power couple. There's a lot of love between the two of them with the Strength card coming up. That's good. That's good. What I'm seeing coming up in the past, and then the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like definitely they have some really good energy between the two of them in the past. Now something's going on right now. Page of Swords. He is Virgo and she is Leo. Okay, I was actually going to look that up. Thank you for letting me know. I feel like something's going on right now. Communication from somebody, communication to somebody. I feel like it's, oh God, yeah, she definitely has some conflict. That might be why she holds his hand a lot, because there's a lot of controversy around their marriage. Believe it or not, guys, there are a lot of African and African American people that see her as a Black woman and they don't want her to marry him. Yeah. And Ann Black says a lot of Black women are not happy with Meghan being called a Black woman. But see, some Black people consider her to be Black. In fact, a lot of Black men consider her to be Black just because she's mixed. So a lot of them are in controversy. I can definitely see the controversy around the marriage. And you know what? Just because people look a certain type of way in public doesn't mean they're not going through something. I feel as though there's something negative going on currently. And I think it's been since they announced their marriage. It's probably a lot of stress. I can just imagine how stressful that would be to be a public couple and you've got a bunch of people that don't want to see you with your mate. Meghan says she is gray and not black or white. That's funny. Yeah, well, people have the right to, but I'm just saying, like, I've seen a lot of people raise controversy. And for some reason, I'm subscribed to these channels. Okay, but from what I'm seeing is that just because they're, I feel as though it's causing some controversy. I feel as though there's possibly people connected to her that it's some kind of controversy going on. So just because we see her smiling and, oh my God, I feel as though this is negative communication. They are getting some negative media coverage. So is all of them. So are all of them. A lot of people that are in the public are getting negative media. I feel like the Prince of Swords represents the media, represents people sending bad energy. Okay, I do. Now the Chariot does come up. I feel as though this is a powerful spirit guide. Feel as though this is the spirit guide that is protecting over her. The karma comes up for him, so he's under judgment. Okay. He's under judgment. Something's going on right now with Prince Harry. Okay. Again, just because these people are rich doesn't mean that they don't have problems. Spirit, give me some clarity on the karma card. Okay, yep. Queen of Swords. So she again represents the media. She represents conflict. I feel as though they're definitely under a lot of conflict, but they're definitely going to make sure, spirit guides with the Chariot coming up definitely wants to make sure that the marriage is going to happen, is what I feel strongly. Now, the Queen of Cups. This is another spirit guide, same as the Chariot. I think she should marry him. I don't think it's anything wrong with this. She's a princess. She's going to be filthy rich and loaded. I mean, you know. And somebody was saying that she's pregnant. She may be. I don't know. I'm not seeing that very clearly right now. Yeah, Spirit, give me some clarity on the Queen of Cups. Okay, the World card. So I feel like the world is representing, feel like it's representing the harmony and the balance between the two of them. I feel as though they actually, to me, they make a good couple. When I saw them, I wasn't upset about it at all. You know, some women are jealous of her because they're like, oh, she's a princess and I'm not. And it's like, come on now. It's like, live your life. Come on. But the Nine of Swords comes up. So I feel as though this is where daggers are going to start being thrown at them a lot. And particularly here on YouTube. Yeah. They are probably getting hell from the queen. I don't think old woman agrees with her grandson getting married with a colored woman. You know what? I wanted to say that also. I agree. That Queen of Swords right here, that's the queen right there. Yes, it is. That's her. That's her. Okay, I feel like they are definitely going to tie the knot. Feel like I can see them traveling. I feel as though they're not going to necessarily live near the palace or whatever. Kind of feel as though the World card represents travel. And I don't think they're going to be happy about that either. I don't think they're going to be happy about that either, that Nine of Swords. Let's clarify what that is. Spirits, give me some clarity on the Nine of Swords. Some people were saying that they were afraid for her safety or something. I was like, wow. Spirit, give me some clarity on this Nine of Swords. The King of Cups. That, you know what, that is sort of I feel like King of Cups. I don't know why Princess Diana keeps coming up to me. And then the Eight of Cups. Something ain't right. Something's not right here. Feel as though, because I kind of feel as though maybe something is going to change about the maybe somebody's going to change the way they're treating somebody. Maybe spirits are saying this is in the long run. I need to put, I'm going to go ahead and rethrow the cards, but I feel as though the Eight of Cups is representing, it represents a lot of, I feel like Nine of Swords is the controversy that's coming up. I feel like there's going to be a lot more controversy around their wedding, about them getting married. The World card comes up. I feel like it's also representing, I don't see her. I see trouble coming for them. I do. I swear to you guys. I see trouble coming for them. I feel like they need to like literally watch themselves and watch their backs, because there's a lot of people that already hate. I thought because of what happened to Diana Charles wanting Camilla that the boys were allowed to choose their spouses. Listen. I feel that there's some trouble coming. Okay, I feel like there's some trouble coming. That's what I feel. And I feel that it's definitely coming from that Queen of Swords. It's definitely coming from that Queen of Swords. And she can look at me and get mad and say, go over there to Americas and have that. No, I'm joking. I wish you would, heifer. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and throw another spread. I'm sure that I am not the only person. And then I also feel as though Prince Harry and his obligations to the royal family is going to make Meghan sort of feel a little emotional in the future. So we're going to look at their 11 houses. It is called the 11 Keys. And I'm going to actually do these for Twin Flames for the channel. It's an advanced love tarot spread by Lisa Friedborg. So thank you, Lisa. We really appreciate this spread that you're, letting us use. All right, spirit guides. For Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, we want to look in their house of Magician. And this represents the point of initiation, the expression of masculine energy in the relationship. So this is kind of like, I guess, what sparked it, the beginning. And then also ability to give love and communication. Show me their house of the High Priestess, which is their receptivity, intuitive guidance. Okay, since Meghan is the woman and I am a feminine person, I am going to ask what is, I'm an empath, so I'll probably connect. I automatically connect with how people feel in my readings. So this will either be coming from Meghan, what her gut is telling her about the relationship, or what spirits want us to know. So what is the High Priestess telling us about the relationship? Okay, their house of Empress, which is the quality of nurturing inherent or lacking in this relationship. The chaos element, mother issues, or whether or not it's his or hers. Okay, show me their house of Emperor. Okay, the leadership ability, organization, protection, and any father issues, his or hers will show up. House of the Hierophant, what is the long-term potential? So long-term potential is seen in this card, how one or both feel about commitment. The House of Lovers, how they connect at the level of the heart. Their House of Chariot, which is potential power struggles. The House of Strength, which is their lust and sexual attraction. Okay. Yes. And also their ability to play together. Okay. Show me their House of Hermit, the need for an ability to give space and time alone. Their House of the Wheel of Fortune. This is fate between the two of them. Okay. And basically, if any of the karmic cards, the wheel, the moon, the justice, the judgment, the devil, the tower, and the world comes on this position, their House of Wheel of Fortune, this is something that's predestined and cannot be avoided. So that's really interesting. And then the House of Justice. All right. Most likely, give me a second, guys. I'm sorry. Most likely long-term outcome for the relationship. Okay, and what is the likely outcome? And I am going to do these for all of, oh shit. I didn't realize my camera went off. Sorry, I've been just sitting there shuffling. I will be doing this reading for everybody on the channel for December, so you guys will see those going up and floating up for the Twin Flames. You said Meghan turning that boy out. Funny. That is so hilarious. She said he turned him out. Uh-oh. So you saying once you go black, you don't go back? She is so adorable though, man. She is so pretty. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm trying to go up here. Here we go. All right. So I found this spread and I was just like, let me cut again because I don't remember if I cut before. So maybe something. Everything that happens during these readings are predestined, guys. So I just don't worry about it. All right. So let's see what's going on here, y'all. And see, I'm going to have to clear some space away for this reading. It's kind of, let's move these up. I didn't realize my camera had went off, guys. Sorry about that. Okay. Oh, Will of the Year, guys, and the Death card. Ooh. All right. Well, let's looky at the Magician. Is the first position. Their house of Magician. This is the expression of masculine energy in the relationship, or either the point of initiation, the beginning, or their ability to give love and communication. Ten of Swords. Wow. What the heck? Well, you know, I can't say that I'm very impressed with this. Okay, I'm not impressed with their house of the Magician. Feel like she needs to be pre-warned. Feel as though he could have the potential to be abusive, mentally abusive. Okay. It could possibly be sort of like, maybe not now, but maybe in the future is why they bought up that card. Now, their house of the High Priestess, the Page of Wands comes up. She really, really, really wants this marriage. I can tell she feels very passionate about it. Something is happening with the Magician. The Magician is actually the male in the relationship. And then this is the female. So I feel as though he's possibly controlling. Okay. And I'm feeling some type of way about this Ten of Swords. I don't like it. I don't know why it came out. It just sort of, it threw everything totally off for me. The house of the Empress, the quality of nurturing, or whether or not it's lacking any mother issues, his or hers, and the Ace of Pentacles comes up. I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is representing the feminine energy in the relationship, because it's a pentacle. But as far as what I'm getting from that, I'm getting that I feel as though Meghan has issues with her mother. And I feel like that's why the Ace of Pentacles is coming up. See, even though they may not talk about these things, because people that are very, very rich, they do not tell their problems or their business. Okay. Hold on a minute. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. Hey, Smoky Eyes, how are you? You can feel that they love having sex. She said, yes, they are freaking the bed. Something's up with this though, guys. Like literally I can see, like, just looking at them, they're just normal, just like regular people. I feel as though she has issues. She has mommy issues that she's getting over. Okay. So it's not like those are horrible cards, but you can just tell that they, even though they seem very human to me, it's from what I can see in this reading, because everything doesn't just look perfect by any means. Um, Leadership ability, the House of Emperor, they got the Magician. So again, a lot of those women, I hate, okay, I'm just gonna come right out and freaking say it. I feel like a lot of those women are sort of, they kind of get held captive by these particular people. I feel like they're very powerful. Okay. I mean, if Prince Harry, wants you, more than likely he's going to have you. I guess you can say, because that's what I get from, because when you look at the House of Emperor, the organization, the protection, any father issues, absolutely. I feel as though the Magician is representing these people being very, I feel like the masculine energy in the relationship is very controlling. I do. I feel like it's controlling. Hmm. She probably can't, now, because her life has changed a whole lot, especially with the Magician coming up. I feel as though somebody like her now, she's going to need constant protection. So, of course, we got the major arcana coming up here. So you can just see that there's like, as far as like who he is compared to who she is, you can definitely see who has a lot of power over the other. He has a lot of power over her. I can see that. Their House of Hierophant, long-term potential, is seen in this card, and they got the Two of Wands. Let's clarify that. Spirits, give me some clarification, please. Please give me some clarification, because that's a really, really good card to get. But to the two is, I would have rather saw the 8 or a 9. Just looking at numbers and numerology, I would have rather saw that. Okay, the Page of Pentacles. I'll say that they will have the long-term potential, but I get the sense that Meghan is not going to be happy in a relationship if it lacks, I feel like, love and care, because the Page of Pentacles is kind of iffy. Let's look, the Five of Cups. And I kind of feel like, and I was actually saying earlier that I kind of feel as though, there's this energy of, somebody's emotions. So I feel like they could have long-term potential. I feel like they definitely could with this Two of Wands. I feel like there's a lot of passion between the two of them. Okay, I definitely do feel that, but I also feel as though in the long run, she's going to sort of regret being with somebody that is that controlling, because I definitely feel as though, especially with the Magician coming up in their House of Emperor, and then in their House of Magician, they got the Ten of Swords. I feel like she may end up regretting being under such a controlled situation. She may regret having her freedom, is what I feel. Being controlled and being confined to only certain activities, it might bother her, because I don't think that those people can do whatever they want. Even though they kind of say that I just kind of think that he's going to be controlling, is what I think. And I feel like the controlling factor is something that's going to want to make her get out of it. Spirit, give me some clarity on the Five of Cups. There goes that Page of Swords again. I mean, and I accidentally turned that over. So I feel like the Page of Swords is representing a conflict that's lying underneath. I feel like there is some sort of, conflict that's going to arise. And I kind of also feel as though he's with this Three of Swords right here. Mm, he may have a side chick. He might feel like after I feel like this is what I'm seeing from this card, guys. And this is a very important card aspect of this reading is that it's definitely with the Two of Wands coming up. It's definitely meant for them to be together. Okay, but I feel as though with the Page of Pentacles is a little controlling. This person is actually a control freak. Feel as though somebody is going to be too controlling, or the environment is too controlled. Yeah. Is she a Leo? Oh my God. And see, yeah, and see, you can tell that she's probably the type of person that is probably going to express herself verbally very well. And, I just kind of feel as though I can see them arguing about, well, how come I can't go here or go there? Or, there's some kind of controlling energy I feel over them. And like I was saying in that earlier reading, I really honestly feel as though I feel as though Meghan is going to try to probably try to get her marriage far away from all of that negative stuff, because there is a lot of negative energy around what happened to Princess Diana. There's a lot of negative energy around that, and also how people perceive them. People's perception of the royal family is that they're rich and evil, So, I mean, I think that she's going to want to possibly get her marriage either away from that. And I feel like they're not going to I just get the sense that there's something going on here, that something is lying beneath, y'all. I don't trust it. Harry is afraid she will leave him. Well, if she feels too controlled, like sometimes, like for me, if I feel even a little smidgen of somebody trying to control me, I can't stand that. I can't stand that. I will need to get out of that situation. Okay. And people can be very controlling, especially when you're dealing with an old lady and, they mama, she gonna be, well, she's not gonna be dealing with his mama. Well, she is gonna be dealing with his mama because she's still there in spirit, but he did get lucky because she is so adorable, and their kids are gonna be pretty also. What if they move to another country? Has any royalty done that before, like leave the country, or would they kill them for doing that? That's what I'm sensing and picking up on, is that she's not going to necessarily want to stay within the confines, and she's more so and I think him as well, but I still think that the father, like I no shade to their father. What's his name? What's the father's name? Diana's husband. I'm sorry, Prince Charles. He could possibly, something about that's bothering me. Okay, it is. It's something about the just feeling the control aspect around it kind of bothers me. Hold on, y'all. This thing is really smelling weird. Okay. Moving on to the next position, we got their lovers. What is in their lovers? This is how they connect at the level of the heart. And you've got justice that comes up. I feel as though they're fine as long as there isn't anything that is happening that they would be questioned about, as far as if they were to try to go too far. Feel as though justice is representing, in their house of lovers. I mean, the justice card, I would have rather it saw like maybe the five, I'm sorry, not five, but maybe the six of cups or something. But I feel as though it represents the balance between the two of them for them to get major arcana justice. So I guess that's actually good. That could be pretty good, the justice card. Feel as though there's a lot of legal stipulations around their marriage also, though. Okay, like almost, one of them arranged marriages or something. And I kind of feel that a little bit. In their house of chariot, potential power struggles, they got the Nine of Cups. So, again, I don't really see that there's any kind of power struggle or anything with that in their house of chariot. And it's just because Prince Harry he's very powerful, being that he's a prince. And I mean, so I don't, it may be a potential, possibly, maybe it's a little off balance, but feel as though right now they're not exactly dealing with that because it's so new. But like I said, I see issues coming up later on in the marriage. Okay, I hate to say that. In their house of strength, the lust and sexual attraction, they got the Eight of Wands. So I feel like there's definitely, the Eight of Wands represents a lot of energy, a lot of passion. So I do feel as though that's a pretty good card to get in that position in your house of strength, by the way. Okay, the wands already represents fire energy. And I feel like it does represent passion between the two of them. In fact, I feel as though they may have possibly, I don't know. I feel as though it's definitely a good relationship from what I can see, but I feel like there's more to it that's going to come out. And of course that usually does happen. I feel like that's pretty good though. In their house of hermit, the need for an ability to give space and time alone, they got the Page of Cups. So I feel like they're not at that stage yet. Like, I feel like this is a brand new type of situation. But I also feel as though I also feel like with that Page of Cups that they possibly communicate. I feel like that's a good sign. That's a good sign with the Page of Cups, because you know what? I'm going to tell y'all something. I am a Cancer, and Cancers do need a certain amount of time alone and space. There was somebody that was accusing me of being clingy, and I am actually the complete friggin' opposite. I am the complete freaking opposite. I prefer to be away from my mate all day and not talk to him all freaking day while I'm working, especially so that I can concentrate. So I feel like the Page of Cups is showing they have a balance. I feel like it flows pretty good, because a lot of people, they read certain stuff and they think certain stuff, because I'm a Cancer with a Leo rising. I absolutely hate being smothered. I don't like it at all, guys. And somebody was saying that, they were like, oh, you're clingy. It was like, no, I'm not. Actually, you're driving me crazy. Actually, I'm not clingy at all. Actually, I would like for you to leave me the hell alone. You know what I mean? Because I'm serious. There's some water in one of their charts. I feel as though she's a very strong person, but so is he. I also feel as though Meghan can hold her on. She's not weak at all. She's not. She may be a little vulnerable for her husband, but I don't feel like she's a weak woman at all. So I feel like I can see her growing in power with the royals. And that's what a lot of people don't want her to see. A lot of people are jealous of her because she's marrying into a royal family, and they've got a lot of power. So people automatically, and it's like, honey, I think that what she is gonna have to deal with, I still feel like there's the good and the bad that she's dealing with. Okay. Now, their house of the Wheel of Fortune, they got the Wheel of Fortune. So I do see them as having children. She may even be pregnant right now. They were saying that she's pregnant. I don't know if she's pregnant. I sort of kind of see it a little bit, or she's going to get pregnant shortly after. I feel as though with this card coming up, it's if the neck, okay, so this is their fate, is the Wheel of Fortune. They have a lot of good things to come between the two of them. Okay, however, I feel as though in about maybe 10 to 20 years, I don't feel like they're going to necessarily be together forever. It may even be less time than that. So I don't think they're going to be together forever and ever. I don't. And I think that's why Princess Diana keeps coming up, because didn't she divorce Charles? I feel as though there could be some kind of divorce years down the line, possibly with the death card coming up. This is their house of justice, most likely long-term outcome of the relationship. Now, we're supposed to read literally this card has to be read with their house of Hierophant. So looking at the long-term potential is the Two of Wands. And sometimes the Two of Wands can represent a partnership. It may have a lot of passion. But I would have rather it seemed like the Ten of Pentacles or the Ten of Cups there. Okay, it's just looking at the number. I feel like they're going to have many years of happiness together, is what I'll say. And I feel as though the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of the Year showing up in their house of the Wheel of Fortune, shows that, they are going to have children. They are. I can see a couple of children. Now, in their house of justice, again, this is the most likely outcome for the relationship, is the Death card. So I do feel as though eventually going down the line, I feel as though it's gonna possibly end for some reason. I don't feel like it's gonna last forever and ever. I don't. Yeah, I really don't. I hate to say that. I know a lot of people like, no, like, no. And Black says she must consummate the marriage and immediately and get pregnant. Yeah. All right, spirits, give me some more clarity on this death card. Why? Spirits are definitely saying the most likely outcome is that the relationship is either going to be very intense, could end either good or bad. It could end, but they're saying that most likely it will not last. Maybe they'll stay married for about 20 years, but I can see it as, yeah, I couldn't either. Good, but I can see them together long term, but not forever. Okay, spirits, give me some clarity on just because this death card comes up. Clarity on death card. Why? See the World card. Something is up with that World card. It's got something to do with either location. It's got something to do with, I don't know why I'm seeing location, and then just something about, and then the World card represents endings and closures as well. Something to do with a location or something to do with disharmony. I feel as though Meghan's life is not going to really harmonize with the whole thing. I feel as though something's going to happen. Something out of that is going to happen. So yeah, I don't really see it as lasting long term. I don't, but I do see them as having a couple of children together. I definitely see the marriage is going to happen. But just like I feel like after possibly at least 10 or 20 years, I don't see it lasting forever. Wouldn't you sacrifice freedom for endless riches? Never. Never. I would never sacrifice my freedom for endless riches. No, thank you. I'd rather get out there and earn my own money. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. That's just my opinion. Everybody always thinks that the grass is greener on the other side, but it's not always like that. You know what I mean? And I also think that she is very opinionated about certain things. And, I don't know, I will tell you that I feel as though she is a very strong woman. And just like Princess Diana, she is not there. Like literally, I feel like he's going to do something to mess up. I definitely feel like it's going to come from his side. Oh. Yeah, me too. I hate feeling caged also. I do. I hate that. And it was very difficult in raising me because I felt the same way back then when I was younger. Okay, little baby. All right, guys, I am going to go. I hope that you enjoyed this royal reading. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button. If you want a private reading, the link to my website is below. But I just wanted to say to you guys that this spread I'm gonna start recording videos today. She needs to do like Janet, get married, get pregnant, and bounce on that. Well, I don't know. Like, I don't think people should get married just to get divorced or whatever. Like, but I think right now I feel like right now it's going good, but I think that they're going to have genuine problems in their relationship. I will tell you that I feel like it's going to come from everybody else. I feel like it's going to come from outsiders. I feel like the things that are going to happen to them in their relationship is going to come from just the whole setup. Like, oh my God, I could not be a part of that family. I just couldn't. And the reason why is because everything is so controlled. And no way. But that's just me. That's just me. I can't do it. I can't have somebody watching my every move. Like, I can just imagine how annoying that is. It would probably annoy the hell out of me. So anyway, guys, I will see you later. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste.